Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to SevTech Ages. So I was reading some stuff on one of the forums that said that mob spawners in SevTech will eventually just disappear. So I wanted to test out if that was true on this Abyssal Anti-Zombie spawner, because I don't see us having a lot of use for this anti-plagued flesh in the future. So what I might do is let this run for quite some time while I edit the previous video, and might even let this sit here and run overnight. Now I've got Enderman Totem here so that I can see in the dark, because otherwise, yeah, it's really dark in here. There are absolutely zero light sources in here, but also it's really nice. The punji sticks here from Tinker's Construct make the mobs go up half a block, and so then they can't get through this space. But they can see me just fine, and that causes them to try to come at me. And yeah, then they die on the punji sticks. So that's really nice. Now, if this spawner doesn't disappear, one thing that I would like to do is set up our spawners for the, I think we had a zombie, a red cap. I can't remember what the other ones were, but I know we also found a spawner for players. So that could be kind of a fun one to see what kind of drops we get out of that. Maybe we get player heads. I have no clue. But so yeah, I'm going to let this sit here and go for a while, and we'll see what happens. Be back after a little while. So yes, the spawners do disappear. We got a good amount of the anti-plagued flesh out of this, but I did increase the height here a little bit, and since the spawners have a limited use, I think what I'm going to do is head back and grab the zombie spawner and see what else we've got, but I'm going to let those run their course, get as many items out of them as I can, and yeah, we'll just make sure that we have adequate storage for them. It's not like we're lacking in storage from our storage warehouse aspect, so we might as well just get what we can out of those spawners rather than having them sitting over here. And yeah, I'll see, well, just want to see what we've got for spawners here. So we have the player spawner, we have a zombie, oh, the swarm spiders and the red caps. Okay, the swarm spiders and the red caps are going to have a smaller opening, but I think I'm going to take the zombie spawner right now and see what we can get out of this thing. And actually, okay, so Wandering One took his spawner. He had a blaze spawner sitting in that hole. What I'm going to do is grab a bunch of these empty crates, and I'm going to take these with me. Yeah, I have to have an empty hand for that. So, yep, I'm going to go see what we can all get out of this spawner. See you guys in a little bit. Well, the zombie spawner has already broken. One thing that I found out is that the punji sticks don't seem to really drop many of the armor pieces or weapons or anything like that. So what I've done is I have made myself a stone sword so that I can just repair it with cobblestone. I've also taken off my armor because these guys can reach a long way, and so I've been getting hit. But so I want to kill these guys by hand, because that way I can get the iron boots, the iron pickaxes, and things like that. But these guys will give us a lot of coal and then a lot of tools. Now, from the zombie spawner, we ended up with this for armor, as well as being able to completely repair our iron armor. And I actually didn't have a helmet in the end of the last episode, so gotten that from this too. And then also, we got quite a bit of rotten flesh and bones. So if we look here, we've got the rotten flesh and the bones, and then we got some spawner shards too. Now when the first one broke, I must have been away from the computer for a little bit, and get the feeling those pieces despawned. So, yeah, I missed out on one set of spawner shards, but I'm going to go through and run these red caps until their spawner breaks. And, yeah, then I suppose we'll see how many fully repaired pickaxes we got and things like that. Well, the spawner for the red cap seemed to last a very long time, but we got a huge amount of stuff from it. So we got almost an entire storage crate full of iron pickaxes. Got a whole bunch of coal here. I couldn't fit it all in, so I had to put another one here, and then tons and tons of iron boots. So we got a little bit of armor, a lot of boots, and that's good because boots break really easy, and a lot of iron pickaxes. So if we ever need more of pickaxes or armor or things like that, we can very easily go to the Twilight Forest, grab a couple of spawners out of a hollow hill, and bring them back here. So yeah, I think it is time to transport all of this stuff back up to the base. And that is not what I had in mind. Stop it. There we go. So yeah, got the 6 crates here. Gonna head back up to the base and yeah, make sure that everything's empty here, which it is. See you guys up there. To continue on, I would like to take care of a few of the oddball advancements that we have. So up here in Age 2 we have Get Lost. Oh wait, a compass will help you determine your X and Z coordinates into the depths. Craft a depth meter to better monitor your Y level. Speedrunner, the stopwatch will display information on the player's motion. And What's My Biome? Use a biomalyzer to learn the name of the biome you're currently in. So I have all of these pulled up in JEI or NEI. I'm actually not sure which one we have here. But we have the compass. The compass is made with iron plates and an arrowhead. An iron arrowhead. Well, to make that iron arrowhead, we have to make a stone one first with the Tinker's tables. So for that, I made the stencil for the arrow. And now what we're going to do, I have iron and gold here in the smelter. So first we're going to pour a pattern for this thing. And now we need to make actually 2 iron arrowheads. Now these take 2 iron ingots each. And so we should be good here in just a second. So now while that second one is going, we're going to go ahead and make the compass. Now I've already made up the iron plates. Those are just iron on the stone anvil with a hammer. And so there we go. There is 1 compass. So get lost. Oh, wait. Now we'll make the other one here real quick because we're going to need the second one here in just a bit. Now we can see in the upper left corner the X and Z coordinates now of where we are at. Unfortunately, these compass actually have to be shows altitude and local jump coordinates when held. But we have to actually be in the inventory somewhere for these to work. But so the next one is the depth meter. Now the depth meter, we need some ironwood and a tin gear. Now I forgot to make the tin gear. So for that, I believe we need 4, wait. I'm going to have to look at this. The tin gear, we need tin plates around a stone gear. So actually we don't need that. Well, I might make those tin plates up off camera because, yeah, there's not much to see there. So then the next thing we need is the stopwatch, which requires a clock and another tin gear and a dark stone button. Now this dark stone button, don't have that either. But we're going to go ahead and make up the clock, which takes gold plates and lapis. We have that. So there's several of those. So I need to make the tin gears and gather a couple other things up to continue on. So I'm going to get that and then I'll be back. So I have now the next couple of items that we need So we need to make the stopwatch. This requires some firefly jars, which we get these from the Twilight Forest. They're pretty easy to find. They are in certain biomes just hanging from trees. We can also find them in the overworld. There are little slate structures that occasionally have firefly jars in them. So we can make this pretty easy. So there is our stopwatch. And then we need to make the depth meter, which takes some ironwood ingots. Now these can actually be made by smelting raw ironwood materials, which is live root, iron ingots, and golden nuggets. And yeah, we don't have the live root at the moment, but I did get some of these ironwood ingots while going through a Minotaur maze with Wandering One. So we can get that one, and now we have Into the Depths and Speedrunners. So we can see motion in the upper left as well, and we have our Y coordinate up there now too. So yeah, having these 3 items on us is kind of going to be a pain, but we can always put them in our tools bag, and if we are curious as to what is going on, then we can always pull them out. Now, I think the stopwatch is probably the most useless of all of them, because why do we really need to know our motion? There may be a point where we need that later on, but as of right now, I see no use for it. Now, the last one here, the Biomolyzer, we need a couple more items than we have for this. So we have plenty of torchberries and sickly twilight oak saplings from our previous expeditions in the Twilight Forest. Now, to make the blank magic map, we need some paper and a magic map focus. Now, I did get a couple of these from the Minotaur maze. We'll probably just use those, I won't worry about it. But the other things, the canopy tree sapling, I don't think I have any of those yet. And the root strands. Now, I think the root strands we can get by shearing the little root areas that we see in the Twilight Forest. So I guess it is time to head to the Twilight Forest. So I'm here in the Twilight Forest. I've already gotten the Twilight, or the canopy tree. Now these root strands, I believe we just shear these. Yep, and that's going to give us what we need for that. I grab a whole bunch of these, basically as many as I've got in this cave, not very many. And yeah, gonna head back to the overworld. We should have everything that we need now to make that Biomolyzer. So let's go ahead and make up this Biomolyzer now. So we first need to make our blank map, which, like I said, takes paper and a magic map focus. So there's our blank map. Our blank magic map, and then we have everything else here, so let's go ahead and put all this together. There we go, Biomolyzer. So what's my biome? So we can see up here in the left corner, it is forest here. So if we go a little ways out away from this, this should change. So plains out here. And I think over here we should get roofed forest. Oh, darklands, because this has been changed by Abyssalcraft. Plains, roofed forest. So yeah, we've got a few biomes right in the immediate area, but this is also going to tell us locations that we can get infinite water sources from. So we only get infinite water in rivers and oceans. And if we head out here, we can see this is actually a river. So we have to get out a little ways away from the shore in order for water to become infinite. So actually just a tiny bit outside of this. So this lily pad, whoops, this lily pad is glitched. This one is in the forest, but the block right next to it is river. So we can actually start getting something for an infinite water source out here, and we won't have to rely so heavily on our rain collection, even though we will still probably utilize some type of this storage tank like we have, because I think that's a good idea. But so we have done all of those. Let's see if that opened anything else up. Nope, no new advancements behind those. Now we have a couple other things that we could do, but I think what I want to do is head to the Twilight Forest, and we are going to go into the Minotaur maze. So if we look at the Twilight Forest here, that is actually our next one. Now we've already got the breaking the maze, find the maze breaker pickaxe in the secret labyrinth vault. So we already have that, but we need to get the mighty stroganoff next. The meat and mushroom stew pleasantly warms you, enough so that you feel you've acclimatized enough to venture into the fire swamp. So that is what we have to do before we can go and try to take on the Hydra. So that's where we're headed next. There's a few other things. Defeat a red-cap goblin in a small hollow hill. Apparently I haven't gone to a small hollow hill. So we have a few other things here. Oh, craft the magic map. I did craft the magic map. Well, there's a few other things that I can look at there, but I think what we're going to do now is head to the Twilight Forest. I am going to go get my horse for this, because we have a bit of a distance to travel to get to the next Minotaur maze. So let me grab my horse. I'll meet you guys over in the Twilight Forest. So here we are in the Twilight Forest, and if we look here at the stuff that I have marked on my map, we have a Naga Arena, Mushroom Palace, Lich Tower. Here we go, a labyrinth. So we need to head a fair distance to the south and east of where we are right now. We will be going through a swamp to get there, which is kind of a pain. But yeah, I'm going to head that direction. And hopefully we can get all the way through this today. And here's what I was talking about with those firefly jars just kind of hanging from trees. So if we wanted to, we could get up there and cut those down. Maybe later. So here we are at the entrance to the labyrinth. I went ahead and tied my horse up. It's really nice. They put these fences at the entrance so you can tie up a horse. But sometimes you have to break the iron bars to get into these, but in the case of this one, we don't. But we need to make sure that we have torches on our bar. We need to make sure that we have our bow handy, and we have our sword handy. So down we go, and let's just start lighting this up. So, oh god, creepers right away. That is not what I wanted to see. So this actually looks like a safe place to fight creepers. Nope. Would you just die? So yeah, I found this bow somewhere, and I don't remember where anymore, but it is a flame power 4 bow, I believe? Power 3. So it's a pretty nice bow. I actually have more of them. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of exploring. Oh, and we have our first meef. This is a Minotaur. So if we kill this guy, he's going to give us raw meat. Well, come on. Maybe? So we do get raw meat from those guys. It's Minotaur beef, I guess, is the only explanation I can give for it. Oh, and we have a Shoggoth lair right above this thing. Holy good God, and there's a lot of Shoggoth in it. So I might have to let Apache know that that is here. But yeah, I'm going to continue on here and hopefully not get killed by these Minotaurs. So there are spawners for these guys, but this is going to be a lot of just kind of running around in circles, torching up the area, trying to find my way around here. And wow. Oh, this is the first one of these. So these usually have tripwires on them, so you have to be really careful when breaking through here. This one actually looks like it does not. But let's see what we've got in here. So we have some steel leaf, nice, a firefly knee, Maize wafers, which are good for grain, some ironwood ingots, some mushroom stew sticks, and arrows. So, kind of nice. I think I need to gather up a little of this stuff, especially the planks, because I forgot to bring wood with me. And so it's kind of important that we have a crafting table. And I also brought my maze breaker. Typically, I would use my swift pick to do this, but it's just about dead. And apparently there's no way to fix the thing. I can also use my tinker's tools, but they're rather slow as well. But so, yeah, I am going to just continue on here with exploring, gathering up anything that seems like it's going to be useful to me. And if I find anything that looks interesting, I will bring you guys back in and let you see it. So these guys kind of suck. They're able to grab you and pick you up. And yeah, you can't get away from them while you're in that position. But I have gotten a little bit of meat now. As we can see, that guy just dropped another piece. Now, one thing that I have noticed a lot of people do not do when exploring these labyrinths is to block off areas that they've already assured have absolutely nothing in them. So you can see a couple of these, well, call them sissy bars, that I've put in to let me know that what's behind that area is basically a dead end. There is nothing new to find down there. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue on here. There may have actually been something interesting that I saw up here. Okay, so we've got a... Oh, yeah, we have a spawner room. So this is going to be not too much fun. We've got to get rid of this guy. So these guys spit slime balls at you, and when you kill them, they drop slime balls. So that's kind of nice. So we need to quickly get in here, light this up. Ah, God, we're out of torches. That is not the way that I wanted to go into that room. Oh, God, no. Just die. So these guys have killed me in the past when Wandering One and I were going through the maze of his. He had already beat it, but he was looking for the maze breaker. But yeah, what usually ends up happening is a whole bunch of them will swarm around you and you have no chance. So we can see there are spawners in here. We got to quickly go around here and light this area up as quick as we can. We also have treasure in here. Okay, let's see if we can get him to charge into nothing. Okay, so very quickly I am going to just block these. Even though I haven't been into the areas, I don't really want to have mobs coming in. And I'll know that the areas there, I need to open those all up afterwards. So I suppose we'll start by ensuring that this spawner is disabled. Now, these guys, later on, we will be able to take these back to the overworld and use them just like we did the other spawners from the Twilight Forest. And it seems like there should be something in this one, and there isn't. Oh God, a wooden pressure plate? That tells me that there's a good possibility of TNT underneath that. I don't like that. Well, let's find out what we got for loot here. So we have a steel leaf pick, nice. A maze map focus. So this will actually be something that we need to make our maze for, or our map for the maze. A steel leaf helmet. Don't have any inventory space at the moment. And then over here, oh, another maze map focus. A charm of keeping one bunch of ironwood and a bunch of steel leaf. So yeah, I think I'm going to gather up this stuff. I'm probably going to head back to the overworld real quick and get some paper so that we can make some maze maps. And then I'll be back. Well, now that I'm back with some paper, we're going to go ahead and make up these maze maps. So we're going to grab one maze map focus, and if we look at the uses on these, we just need some paper and a blank maze map. Now the other thing is we can make the uncrafting table with these things, but we need nether bricks before we can do that. So we can't do it just yet, but we will be able to make them later on. So we get this blank maze map, and you know, when I think about it, yeah, we should get that one after we get this one. But I already crafted the magic map. Well, let's go ahead and open it. Oh, okay, and now to find the exit. So we actually have to open the map. But so we can see now on our little map here the path that is being laid out by the labyrinth. So now my question is, do we have to have it on our hotbar, or in our hand, I should say, to be able to see? I would imagine we have to have it up in order to see. Yep, we have to have it up to see what we've explored. So I have a quick key for getting into the weapons, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, I guess I will continue exploring. And ooh, maze slime. So, yep, slime balls. But yeah, I'm going to continue exploring here, try to find everything else that I can. So these rooms are really handy. They're torch rooms. So there's just tons of torches on the walls. You can pick them up so that you have more torches to continue on with your exploration. But we have just around the corner here another treasure. So let's go back here just a little bit and we'll watch very carefully to see if this one has a tripwire. Yes, it does. So we have to make sure that we... Oh, God! And I didn't get it all. Oh. But you can also see part of the reason why we are unable to dig through this maze, because, yeah, it is surrounded and filled with bedrock. But we did get a bunch of the maze blocks out of this, too. So, yeah, that was... I accidentally broke the tripwire as I went in, so that blew everything up. So let's drop off a bunch of this stuff in here, and yeah, we'll keep the maze map. We actually have a piece of meat steak, and one of the cobblestone that I dropped actually turned into mossy cobble, so that is rather odd. But yeah, unfortunately, blew it up. So I'll gather up everything here, continue on my way. So we've got another treasure here. Now, is this one booby-trapped? Oh, God! Yes, it was booby-trapped, but not by TNT, by a creeper! What a little jerk! So, yeah, not a whole heck of a lot in that one. Yeah, that's kind of boring. Well, here, let's eat this mushroom stew, since we have that. Oh, we have one of those guys. So there, we can see him throwing the slime balls at me. Ow! Yeah, they killed each other. Nice. So these guys are kind of chickens. They run away as fast as they can, primarily because they are a ranged attacker. So, we need a pack. No, the orange one. I'll get used to this, and then I won't be here anymore. But yeah, let's drop off a bunch of this stuff. There we go. Now we can pick up loot again. Alright, continuing onward. Alright, another spawner room. Let's see what we've got for loot in these. So, ooh, an unfamiliar item. Looks like a potion of regeneration, but we got steel leaf, another charm of keeping. That is nice. There's the one with the TNT under it. In this one, we have another potion, some gunpowder, ironwood, maze wafers, firefly, more steel leaf. Nice. And then, of course, we have another Minotaur spawner. So, yep, continuing on. Well, I accidentally set off the TNT one, and my god, did that make a gaping hole. But it exposed a little bit of beryllium ore, So that's kind of nice. I will gladly take that. But the other thing is it opened this side up and exposed another treasure room. So let's see if this is a tripped one. No, it's not. So we'll go ahead and get this in here. And nothing really all that great. But I did get some prismarine shards from somewhere. I have no idea where I got that from. It was laying on the ground after the creeper blew up, so... Creeper. TNT. I didn't have a creeper blow up. I almost had a creeper blow up. But, yeah. Alright, well, I guess back to it. Another little treasure room. So, no tripwire. Ooh, a charm of keeping. And some paper. That is wonderful. And yet another one, but this one has a tripwire. So very cautious. No! How? How did I trip that thing? That is messed up. I didn't get a single thing out of that chest. But once again, it exposed a little bit of beryllium ore, so I guess try to find the silver lining. Alright, another room, and I am not going to touch that damn trip hook this time. So we got steel leaf, ironwood, leather, sticks, and arrows. Okay. So now the question becomes, what the heck can we do with that stupid tripwire? Blow it up? Why not? Kaboom. And we have another Shoggoth lair above us as well. So where did that break into? Okay, so we are pretty much full circuit. I've already found the room to the next level. So yeah, just a little bit more exploring. Make sure that we get everything off of this level. And then we will be going on to level 2. So I've got the entire level explored. We have 2 more rooms here to get loot out of. So let's see if this one is a tripped one. No, it's not. So, yeah, another charm of keeping. That's nice. So let's get a little bit of this stuff out of our inventory. Just always getting so much material. Now, one of the Minotaurs did drop a magic map focus, so that's nice. I did not realize we could get those from those guys. So, not materials, we want the blue backpack. This is where I've been putting the rest of my stuff. So yeah, let's grab the rest of this. And let's head over to the other room, which I believe is right over here. Yeah. So right here. And this one does have a tripwire in it, so hopefully we don't blow it up. No, it doesn't. Could have sworn that I saw one with a tripwire. Cactus? Huh. Weird, I did not know that we would get cactus in here. Oh, hey, GG Apache. Getting a little bit into Abyssal Craft so that he can continue on with the quests and ages and things like that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and drop off the remainder of this stuff here. And actually, iron bars. Oh, we have 2 full stacks of iron bars already. I have picked up tons of those. So now the exit is down here. Let's see if we can figure out a fast way down there. There really isn't one. Or the next level at least. So we'll go over here and show you guys what this next level looks like. Ooh, spawnable space. Ooh, a whole bunch of spawnable space. Looks like I may have forgotten to explore just a tiny bit here. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Another unexplored treasure room. We might want to double check if this one is tripped, so let's Be really careful here. Nothing major in there. Grab a little bit more iron bars, though. So this actually comes around the back of the exit to the next level. So there it is. But I severely underestimated the number of torches that it was going to take for this. So I am going to have to go back to my base and get a lot more torches. And probably empty out my inventory as well while I'm at it. Because I've gotten tons and tons of stuff. So yep, I am going to finish lighting this level up. Go and get the supplies that I need, and I'll see you guys back here. Oh, and there's the exit. Alright, we're ready to drop down into the darkness of the next level, which we are at Y20 right now, so this can't be too far. God, stupid spiders, how come I can't hit these guys? I realize they have a small hitbox, but that's ridiculous. Well, at least they're not poisoning me, and yes, I know that's because we're on easy mode. I thought I had set the server to hard mode, but jeez. Okay, so now, for this level, once again, we want to make ourselves a map. So let's go ahead and grab a maze map focus and 8 pieces of paper. So let's go ahead and make this up. So a blank maze map. And there we go, the next level. So I can see immediately a couple of treasure rooms here. Is this one a treasure room? No, this one's just a corridor with bars in front of it. So that's fine. So let's see, I would imagine the loot is probably going to be the same on this level. Yep, sure looks like it. So yeah, I may just skip the treasure this time, and we'll just go over all of it at the end. So, yep, gonna continue going here, and as long as I'm recording, I'll go ahead and do this one. So, yeah, a little bit of stuff in there. And once again, with the stupid TNT. Alright, well, I'm going to keep exploring. See you guys in a little bit. So we can see by looking at our map that there should be a room behind this. So this is a very large block of the maze stone. And so I am going to use the maze breaker to dig through here. Now, one thing that I noticed about the maze breaker is that it has Fortune 2 on it. So we might have to use that in a few applications. So, oh god, that was close. So yes, we have TNT all over underneath this stuff. So we want to be really careful that we don't trigger that. So, Flame plus Power 3, nice. Couple of potions, some ironwood, some steel leaf leggings with fire protection 4, that'll come in handy. Steel leaf pick, not the best thing in the world. So let's try to dig underneath these pressure plates and take the TNT out of the equation. So yeah, I'm gonna dig all the way around this thing, I think, because yeah, booby traps, not real fun. So let's get that. Kind of afraid to dig right where the TNT is, because those pressure plates could possibly pop upwards and trigger the TNT. So yeah, we are going to get a bunch of TNT from this. This is nice. So we'll just continue digging around this. Eventually we will get back to our original entrance. And then we can finish and grab the remainder of the treasure. Yeah, so I think there was about 16 blocks of TNT around this thing. That would have made a nasty mess if we weren't careful, and I would not want to be losing my maze breaker that I'm going to be getting from this. So this thing is finally taking some durability damage. So this should open us back into where we were. Perfect. So now we can actually remove these. So let's get up on top and see what's in the rest of these. So we've got Respiration 3 on a Steel Leaf Helm, Bane of Arthropods 5 and Fire Aspect 2, Protection 3, some unfamiliar items, Efficiency 5 on a Steel Leaf Axe. Holy God. We're going to have to see later on if we can get some disenchanting stuff on this. So yeah, nothing really impressive there. What? Infinity and Punch, Flame and Power 3. There was no Maze Breaker in here. What? What a cheap little... Good thing that the maze that Wandering One and I went to had 2 of them. Because, yeah, that's kind of a cheap loot. Not giving us what we came here for. Well, let me gather everything up here. And then I'll go on to the last little bit of this, which I've already found. So here we are with the spawner for the mushroom, or whatever in the heck I can't think of what this guy is called. So the first thing that I want to do is to attempt to get rid of a little bit of the mobs that are in here. So there he is. And it's really kind of irritating to me that can't place a frickin' torch when I've got Minotaur. Yep, can't place a torch while... Oh, God! Let go of me! I don't think he can reach me right here. And if he can't, this is just perfect. Looks like he's trying to get to me and he can't figure out how. Yeah. Oh, that works great. So I'll just sit here and poke at him, and he's already half dead. So this bow has a fair amount of power going on. So we'll just let him burn for a little bit. And maybe do the last hit with a sword. So... there we go. So, what am I missing that I did not get the advancement? Oh, we have to eat the meat stroganoff. Okay. Or the meef stroganoff. So let's go ahead and eat this. There we go. Mighty stroganoff. So we should be ready to continue on with the... the Hydra next. And this opened up a few more things. Gallons of Blood and Tears, Hydra Chop Baby, Trophied Champion. Oh gosh, we have a lot of stuff still to do here. And so, yeah, we will be looking at that in the next episode. Well, before we do that, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Not really. No. Ooh, ironwood plates. Yeah, but not in particular. And no. But, yep, that's going to be it for this episode. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been doing or anything that you would like to see in the future, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Yeah, if you want to check out Apache and Wandering One, do that too. Gonna try to remember to leave that in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.